Hey guys, welcome back to A Wolf. We got another project going on. So my son, Chris, so tell us about your Jeep you got going on.
Well, I got a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is, I think it's the Laredo edition. And we're gonna outfit it in the same style as an overland vehicle, one piece at a time.
So the guys over there at Budget Overlanding and those other places, other groups that I follow and stuff. So he really wants to do an overland. So we're just gonna go through and collect all the stuff that we're working on. And today is like a rack light day, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the rack. So he did get the Arxon roof rack. How long is this one? 52 inch, you remember?
It's 60 something inches.
60 something inches. So it's a nice rack, but the biggest thing was to get the bar mounted to the rail. And these bars are 3-inch bars and they're really heavy. And then he got the rack, and the rack is like 50, 60 inches, and it is stout, very stout. So today is light day. So let me show you what the kind of lights that he picked out. So he's doing alley lights, right? You're doing 2 on each side?
Yep, 2 on each side, 1 forward, 1 rear.
So which one's the forwards? So the one it's gonna be forward on the rack.
Yes.
So which one's the forward on the rack?
So these 2 are gonna be on each side. This is gonna be
So these are the alley lights. So that one's gonna go up on top facing forward.
That's correct.
And then you got the real wide one. So these are a little different. So this one has like a wider, like fogs on the corners. So we did go through and applied some power to test just to see what the beams look like. Pretty bright lights. You got them off of Amazon, right?
I did.
So Nightlight and somebody else. I don't remember who the other one was.
I was too excited. I threw the box away.
Yeah. So anyway, so today's light day. So we'll go through and we'll start putting some lights on. So trying to get the first bracket. So we're going to do the very first one. Make sure that he is happy with it. All right, got the first test light on. Pretty solid. Looks good. So we just need to figure out what he wants to do with the wire. Stay on the outside, go on the inside, underneath the rail, above the rail. Okay, got the alleys. Looking pretty good. Yeah, those would be nice. All right, got the front one on. That's looking pretty good. And we actually almost used the holes that were on the clip. So that looks pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. What do you think? You like it?
I do. It'll be fun to see what it looks like in the dark.
Oh, at night, it's gonna be sweet. And we're able to keep the lights at or just below the top rail of the bar. Now, the tough one. So the tough one's gonna be the back, because you got a 24-inch bar, which does have a little bit wider spread, but the plate that came with the rack is real narrow. So we're going to end up making a wider plate just to have, the light be able to bolt up there. Got your steel toe boots on?
Sure did.
So what he's doing is he's checking to make sure that the holes are right. So on this rack, it has this back plate. So we went ahead, put the self tappers up there to hold that definitely in place instead of just one. And then we're adding this overlapping plate, which will double hold, or it'll help hold the light that's going across. So he is making sure, because you got one chance. Well, actually, we got a second chance. I got another piece of metal, but try to do it right the first time. measure it 600 times, and hopefully it'll work. So get all the holes done, and then we'll paint it, let it dry, break for lunch, stab it. All right, got the back one. The back one's a little bigger than the front, but the front looks nice because it's like a streamline, but that back one is that's a monster light, but pretty solid. So we've got lights all the way around. So now you gotta do electrical. You gotta find that switch you wanna put up so that way you can control them from inside, right?
Yep.
Well, he's got it hooked bad. He started working on the dry erase board talking about his bumpers and suspension and his muffler and his tires and his wheels and his kits, and yeah, he's got it hooked bad. So we'll see how much stuff he gets done. All right, what are we doing now?
Well, we got all lights installed, so now we got to wire them all up now.
So you're gonna solder every connection?
All of them.
Okay. Okay, so our next step, so we got the rack, got the wires. The wires actually go inside, gonna go underneath. So all the wires are gonna come over here, and then the switch box, this is kind of cool. We're gonna try something new. So this switch thing here, this is a remote controlled relay switch box. So that way from the cab, he can pick A for like alley, B for back, C for center front, D for the driver's side, whatever he wants to do. But these are really small. I don't know how well it's going to work. So never done this before, so we're going to try it. And then the housing, I just got through. So it only has just this little spot for the wires to get in. And then all the wires are on the side. So essentially it would block where the wires go into. So took the router, made a house. So that way all the wires can come right out through the side, and this whole control module is going to be in the back of the Jeep. That's the plan. All right, so we're doing a test run. So we got the remote control switch hooked up. We're gonna go ahead and set up D. So for anybody else watching, this is A, B, C, D. It goes from right to left instead of A, B, C, D. We just figured that out. All right, so let's try D. So you're gonna program D channel. Pretty easy. Click once, hit D. Flashes 3 times. Okay, we got power, right? Mm-hmm. So if you hit D, a light should come on. Whoa, what came on?
The back.
Oh yeah, the backup light came on. Go across the garage and see how far this remote works, right? So the purpose of him doing this, yep, that's off, on, off, on, on. Okay, cool. So we know that works from the front of your car. So in this case, so we ran the wires back inside here all the way down. We're gonna put the control module, transfer remote switch, relay switch, all in his little cubby hole thing down in here. And the only thing he's gonna have in the front of his vehicle is a little key fob all the way up towards the front, and he'll be able to turn on whatever lights he wants. So how much was that? It's like 18 bucks, wasn't it?
It was actually cheaper than that.
So it's less than 20 bucks.
Yes.
So less than 20 bucks, didn't have to wire everything to the front and do one of those nightlight type of rocker switch panels. He'll be able just to grab his fob. Everything's gonna be hidden under here. It's gonna be cool. So we'll do a final run when we're all done. Module's all hooked up. Kind of looks like it. All right, well, try it out and see how it works.
Front?
Yep, there's the front. Oh, yep, alley driver.
Right side.
Alley passenger and backup. That is awesome, all off of that little remote. That is cool. All right, well, it's a little dark, but got all the panels in, no wires, control module. Oh, thank you, light. Control module is underneath this pull-out tray, so he's got one on each side. So yeah, no wires, looks pretty cool. Got some So we got some regular loom to go over that, so the wires come through as normal. And this is the other thing that was kind of cool. He took the tire out. Aha. Oh my God, that is a ton of storage. It really doesn't show it justice, but it's a full-size spare tire place. And I was almost suggesting that maybe, you know, when he does his bed thing or whatever, that he cuts a hole with the door and he can put all his food down in there and maybe have a battery bank on this side or whatever. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Wow, turned out really good. Nice. Left a spot right here because one of the projects, we're gonna hook a ladder, and there's gonna be a ladder. You can see we did dry erase when we're looking at it. We're gonna build the ladder for it, so that way he has a permanent ladder. So it looks pretty good. So this was the first step out of many to get the rack up, get some heavy bars, get the rack on, and all the lights. And I'm glad he found that remote control switch. That is just awesome. So anyways, we'll move on to the next one. And what is the next project?
Front end.
Oh, the front end. So he's ordering a special bumper. He's got lights already in, so it's going to be sweet. So we'll put that on the next one. Whole front of the Jeep's going to come off and get a bumper and stuff on there. So anyways, thanks for watching 2A Wolf. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, make sure you leave them down below. Follow me on Facebook and make sure you hit that thumbs up. Keep this going. And yeah, we'll just go after the next project, and that's going to be pretty cool. So just in case you guys had any questions, this is a Jeep WK, right? I think it's what it's called. Not really common for like overlanding, but this is going to be a pretty cool rig time we get done with it. So anyways, see you next time on 2A Wolf.